Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. Think of it like this. Your willpower is a battery, and your motivation gets you most of the way. But sometimes there's a gap. How do you bridge that gap? With discipline, it's that extra juice you squirt from the battery to make up the difference. We all have the ability to be disciplined, but often we just don't want to. Our minds tell us it's easier to hit snooze or skip the gym. We think discipline is a punishment, like not getting to eat what you want or do what you want. But honestly, who has a worse life than someone with no self-control, no boundaries, no rules? Think about it. Will you get in great shape without discipline? Will you become financially successful? If you want to make any real progress in your life, you have to have discipline. It's the bridge from the vision in your head to the reality you can hold in your hand. It's about pushing forward despite difficulty, despite delays, despite distractions and doubters. You do what you hate like you love it. That's what discipline looks like. So, how do you build it? There are 3 key things you need to know. If you do these 3 things, you can accomplish anything you want in life. First, let's talk about sleep and planning. You can't be disciplined if you're exhausted and have no clear plan. So, the first thing is to get enough sleep and plan your day the night before. Sleep is crucial. It resets our ability to be focused, alert, and emotionally stable. You can't talk about focus and motivation without talking about sleep. In fact, a good night's sleep actually starts the moment you wake up. What you do during the day helps you sleep better at night. When you sleep better, your entire day is better. Your whole life is better. Until you're sleeping long and deep enough for 80% of your nights, you're functioning suboptimally. So what's enough sleep? 6, 7, 8 hours. The real answer is waking up naturally, without an alarm, and feeling rested. If you're not getting enough, you'll see deficits in learning and a weakened immune system. It's non-negotiable. The second key is time blocking your day, especially your morning. This isn't about long to-do lists, it's about being intentional. My morning routine looks like this. Wake up, get as much natural light as possible, hydrate with water, and then this is critical. I do everything I can to avoid email and social media. Instead, I tackle a few critical tasks. I have this obsession with doing one cognitively hard thing and one physically hard thing each day. This helps me get my brain into a linear, focused mode. If I don't, the distractions from social media can bleed into the rest of my day. I've noticed that my brain and body are most capable from about 6 a.m. to noon. I think of my day in 3 blocks: morning, afternoon, and evening. I've realized I can do really focused work in 2 of those blocks, but not 3 consistently. I also found that if I exercise early, before 9 a.m., I have more energy all day. If I work out later, I'm dragging in the afternoon. So, pay attention to your natural cognitive and physical rhythms. You don't have to wake up at 4 a.m., but you do need to block out your day and understand when you're most productive. Okay, on to the final and perhaps most important piece of advice. Strive to be an emotionally mature person. One of the best ways to do this is by forcing yourself to do hard things. Practice discomfort every single day. An emotionally immature person seeks motivation to do something hard just once. An emotionally mature person uses discipline to do it 1,000 times. Why does this matter? Because when you're emotionally mature, you understand that some days you won't sleep well. Some days your perfect schedule will get thrown off, but you'll still do what you have to do. The immature person says, "Oh, I had a nightmare, so I'll stay in bed," or "It's raining, I don't feel like it." Your emotions dictate your motion. If you have emotional maturity, you can lean on discipline when things are tough. If you don't, your feelings will determine what you do, and that's devastating for achieving your goals. You need to understand that doing hard things literally builds your brain. There's a part of your brain called the anterior midcingulate cortex. Studies show that when people do something they do want to do, like adding a few hours of exercise to their week, this brain area gets bigger. Scientists are starting to think of this not just as the seat of willpower, but as the seat of the will to live itself. And the key is, you have to do things you don't want to do. If you love taking ice baths and you go from 1 minute to 10, guess what? That brain area didn't grow at all. But if you hate the cold water, you're afraid, but you get in anyway and survive, then it gets bigger. It's that "I don't want to, but I'll do it anyway" mindset that builds it. It's a choice. What are you willing to sacrifice to find out who you truly are? You're going to struggle, you're going to sweat, you're going to choke, you're going to go through hardship. These things are going to happen. You have to keep pushing through things that suck. It boils down to one simple question. Do you actually want to do this or not? The vast majority of people quit. And they don't just say, "I quit." They make excuses. "Oh, it was my leg, so I couldn't do the runs." But it wasn't really quitting because of the leg, right? Your excuses will destroy you. They'll take everything you ever wanted from you if you let them. They might make you feel a little better for a moment, but they aren't helping you. When you get rid of all the excuses and confront the fact that it's all because of you, it hurts. But it's also unbelievably empowering, because if the problems are because of you, then you are capable of fixing them. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Let's get better together.